I want to give you a clear and detailed path on how you should react immediately if you slept with your ex. Here you have a general idea of the strategy that we are going to talk about. What should you do if you sleep with your ex? 1. What is your goal? What is your goal? Probably your ex is avoiding you or acting strangely around you because he does not know how to handle the situation. He already got what he wanted and does not want to look like the devil who just had sex with you on a whim, but he does not want to be with you either. Now, others get what they want and then want more, and that is how you end up with a situation of friends with benefits. Then, like a circle, you end up back to the beginning. How can you change the situation? Well, that's where step 2 comes into play. 2. Understand how your ex will perceive you. For now, let's see a specific thing, and that's how you will perceive it after sleeping with your ex. You see, if you sleep with your ex will think that you will become a stalker of relationships. You will try to attract your ex and force a relationship. Basically, if you're a woman and your ex is a man, you're going to think he's going to go crazy after sleeping with him. Understand that this is the perception that your ex will have of you. Which brings me to my next point. How the hell can you combat this perception? 3. Act as if sleeping with your ex meant a lot to you. After having sex with your partner, several things happen. But perhaps one of the most important things that happens is that your brain releases oxytocin. You've heard about the hug hormone, right? It's basically what makes you want to hug after having sex, and have that talk after sex. It sounds familiar, right? You are going to use this to your advantage. Okay, then you and your ex end up sleeping together. Your brain releases oxytocin, which makes you cuddle after having sex and remember all the great moments you spent together. Of course, you feel guilty or even a little bad for having made love without a commitment, so during that hug, you begin to test the limits to see if your ex would even be open to that. A few days pass and you decide to wait for it to arrive first, but nothing has happened. A few weeks pass and you start to panic. This is where you start to explode your phone and act extremely insecure. The end result is that your ex does not want to have anything to do with you. Oh, and if he does, it's usually for a situation of friends with benefits. So, how do you overcome this? Actually, it's a lot easier than you think. What you should do immediately after sleeping with your ex, well, you had relationships with your ex at home. Now, it's normal for you to curl up, but this time instead of hugging your ex you're going to get up and say, well, that was fun, and you're leaving. Instead of staying close and inflating your ex's ego, I want you to think that sex was not that important to you. Now, I'm not saying you tell him he was bad or something, what I'm telling you is that you act completely differently than what your ex expected. Doing this should create a situation in which your ex persecutes you because the intrigue kills you. So you're saying I should sleep with my ex and try this? That is not what I am saying. I want to make that clear. What I have described above should only be done if in the worst case you have slept with your ex. If you liked this video, share it in your WASP, in addition to your social networks, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Now please write us a comment. I send you a big hug. Do not forget to also ask for advice on the link of the description of this video, where it says click here. Thank you.